Hi everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Sam.
And before we begin our article for today, I have a few questions to ask you guys and Sam as well. And this kind of can help us get into our article for today. So, if you could pick 3 words, or how would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Describe myself in 3 words. First, I would say I'm friendly.
Yes, it's true.
And sometimes I could be a bit strange.
Unique.
Yeah. And video geek, does it count 1 word or 2 words?
Video geek. Okay, yeah, I think that can... Okay, I'll let you pass for that one.
Okay. And how about you?
For me, I would say I'm outgoing. I'm adventurous, kind of.
Yes.
Only when it's not too dangerous. And I would say I'm quite funny as well.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I think I like to make jokes and make people laugh. So that's how I would describe myself in 3 words. So, okay, who do you think understands you the best?
I think first thing come to my mind is my parents. I think for sure they've been with me for so many years. So, yeah, for sure my parents. But also, like, as you grow up, you have, like, different things happening in your life and you have different faces, like with your colleagues, with your friends, with your teachers, etc. So I would say, like, not really, like not, there's not a particular one who knows you
who knows you like the most, because
yes.
I understand, like, different situations you would probably go to different people. Like, you're not going to tell your parents everything, right? And
not everything.
And your colleagues, you're not going to tell them everything as well. So I agree. I think it really depends on what the situation is.
Yes.
And if you need apparently advice, something that's really big and that's really troubling you, maybe your parents would be like the best. And then maybe if it's about like your feelings and stuff like that, I think I would probably go to my friends instead. All right, so today we're going to take a look at a couple of single sentences. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're going to take a look at part A of our single sentence. We're going to read it in Chinese first, and then look at the English translation together.
OK, 所以呢，今天马上要来看一下我们第一部分的这个单句翻译哦。那今天呢，我们刚刚前面讲了很多这个关于描述一个人会用什么形容词呢？因为我们今天第一个单句翻译就要来描述一个人。他说呢，相较于我的姐姐呢，她安静且害羞，我呢则是一个比较外向的人。
English, it says, compared with my older sister, who is quiet and shy, I'm more of an outgoing person. Okay, so we were talking about our personalities a while ago, and here we can use a comparison to say, okay, if you have siblings, sometimes your sibling might not have the same personality as you. Like, for example, my brother is actually the opposite. My brother is actually quite shy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What about you and your sister?
Me and my sister, we are pretty much alike.
Kind of the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see, like, for siblings, it's interesting. Some siblings have different personalities, like me and my brother. And then some siblings are quite similar. They have quite similar personalities. So we can say, compared with my older sister, I'm more of an outgoing person. Now, we see the grammar point here, compared with. This is used when you want to look at 2 things and see what the difference between the 2 things are. And there are 2 ways to use this. You can say compared with or compared to A. And then the next sentence would be what you're comparing, the second thing that you're comparing it to. So compared with A, for example, my older sister. And then the B part is just a normal sentence. And this is the second thing you want to compare it to. For example, I can say compared to the tiny islands scattered across the Pacific Ocean. Okay, here we just added extra information. The main island of Taiwan is huge. Okay, so islands is our A, and then the island of Taiwan is our B. Or I can also say, compared to my sister, I am better at solving math problems. Okay, here's an easier sentence for you. We can also say, in comparison with. For example, I can say, Fiona's grades have improved a lot in comparison with the grades she received last year. So it does not necessarily have to be a person. It could be any kind of noun, a person, place, or a thing.
好，所以呢，看到我们相较于什么，我们可以用 compared with or compared to。OK， 那我们 A、B 呢，只要是名词就好，它不一定是人哦，可以是任何事物来做比较。那这边看到了，我们说他安静且害羞，这个他，我们在这边说了 ，Who is quiet and shy。在这边呢，我们使用这个关系代名词，注意到，因为我们前面的先行词，我们有讲说 my older sister 指的是我的姐姐，我的姐姐是谁？只有一个人哦，就是她。这个先行词呢，它是具有独一性的。因此呢，在这边呢，我们关系代名词是使用这个非限定的用法，也就是所谓的补数用法。补数用法有什么需要注意的呢？首先在我们这个关代这个who前面呢，一定要加上一个逗号。OK， 注意到我们句子里面 compared with my older sister， 逗号 who is quiet and shy， 注意到这个逗号后面再加上我们的关系代名词。那后面呢，我们引导这个关系子句，注意到呢 who不可以用 let 来代替哦，在我们这个非限定用法、补数用法的时候，我们 who 呢一定要使用 who， 不能够使用 let 来代替。我们可以看一个例句哦，他说呢，我的祖母 my grandmother who came from England as a child still speaks with a British accent。 OK， 他在还小的时候呢，就从英国来到这边，现在说话还是有英国腔。
So cute.
Yeah 注意到呢，我们这个 my grandmother OK， 因为我只有一个祖母，我只有一个 grandmother， 我只有一个阿嬷，所以呢，这个是具有独一性的。那我们后面呢，加上逗号，再加上 who， 这个就是关系代名词非限定的用法。
All right, so we're comparing with someone else, and then we also added extra information about them by using who. Now, the next part, it says, I'm more of an outgoing person, okay? When you use more of plus a noun, this is describing a person or thing. You're describing that this person or thing is better or more accurate than something else. So, for example, we can say, this place seems like more of a playground than a museum with all these kids running around. So we're just describing that, this thing is not really a museum. It looks like a playground more. And then that's the way we use it.
OK， 好，所以呢，我们刚刚讲说 more of 后面加上一个名词，它表示说你是比较像是怎么样，这个后面这个名词呢是比较好的一个描述方式。比方说，比起说这个地方是一个博物馆呢，其实它看起来呢，或是它感觉起来更像是一个游乐园，或者说比起我的姐姐来讲呢，我呢是比较一个 outgoing， 我是一个比较外向的人哦。他呢可能不是说他每天去 party 啊，或是遇到人随便都可以跟他聊天等等，他可能是也不是这么的外向的一个人，但是比起他的姐姐，他是比较外向，比较像外向，我们就可以说 more of 后面加上一个名词来描述。OK， 那我们看到我们第二部分的这个句子了。他说呢，尽管我们个性不同呢，格瑞塔就是他的姐姐，和我相处融洽，且我将她视为我最好的朋友。
It says, despite our different personalities, Greta and I get along well, and I view her as my best friend. Okay, so we were talking a while ago that the two sisters have very different personalities, right? So that's why in the beginning we can say, despite our different personalities, because despite just means but or regardless. So therefore we can replace despite with words like in spite of, or regardless of as well. So how do we use this? We can say despite or in spite of or regardless of plus a noun, or we can also use a verb in the ing form. So example, we can say despite being exhausted, Stella still went to her friend's birthday party. Or I can also say regardless of being exhausted, Stella still went to her friend's birthday party.
OK， 所以呢，我们在前半句子我们说，尽管我们个性不同，尽管这边呢 Tiffany 刚刚就补充到，除了我们例句里面用的 despite 之外呢，你也可以说像是 in spite of 或是 regardless of 这些词呢，都是可以代换，在写文章的时候非常的好用。那后面呢，我们讲说，虽然我们个性不同，但是呢，我和我姐姐也是相处很融洽。那相处融洽呢，在这边我们可以使用这个片语 get along well。OK， 你们相处的很融洽。如果呢，我们要说是和谁相处融洽，我们后面呢可以加上 with， 后面再加上这个人。比方说，我们造个例句：Some people don't get along well with their siblings。有些人呢跟他们的手足相处不融洽。But my sisters and I are like best friends。但是呢，我和我的姐妹们像最好的朋友们一样。
All right, we also saw in the sentence, I view her as my best friend. Here, the sentence just means I look at this person as a friend. So we can also use, instead of saying I view her as my best friend, we can say I regard her as my best friend. Or you can use different words like regard, see, take, refer to, think of, or look up on, or look on that person as something else, okay? So for example, I can say the artist regards this painting of her son as her finest work yet. Or I can say the artist views this painting of her son as her finest work yet. We can also even use think of as well. So all of these kind of have similar meanings, so you can change this around to say, okay, I look at this person as, or I look at something as another thing.
OK， 所以呢，将他视为我们最好的朋友，我们就可以有很多种用法，不管是用 regard A as B， 或是 view A as B， 或者是呢 think of A as B， 将 A 视为 B 哦。刚刚 Tiffany 补充了很多的动词，大家呢可以自己来做代换。
So yeah, I think it's important that if you do have siblings that you do get along with them, I think. Is I think that's
nice.
Yeah, it's really important too to have someone else that, even though, like, you know, for example, my brother and I are quite different, but then I think we understand each other. And so it's actually really nice to have someone in your family that won't judge you at all.
And understands all your
exactly
all your jokes. Or
exactly. Yeah, you grew up and you have the same kind of jokes, so
yes.
It's really fun. All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with part B. All right, welcome back to part B of our single sentences. Sam, don't you think it would be nice if you can just, you know, leave Taiwan and just go to a different country and live there for maybe a year or two?
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
I know, right? I would love to do that, to be like drop everything and just go to a country that I like and just live there for hopefully for a long time, or I don't know, a short time as well.
Yeah, but you got to find a job, right?
Exactly. You know, but actually, luckily, there's this thing called the Working Holiday Visa Scheme. And I think it's a really great opportunity for young people from between the ages of 18 to 30.
Yeah.
And maybe 35 for some countries. But from 18 to 30, you can travel to, you know, a certain list of countries and you can actually work there for maybe a year or two, and it's quite nice. I've done it before.
Yeah, I think it's a great way for you to experience different culture. At the same time, you don't have to spend so much money.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about, you know, using all your parents' money.
Yeah, because you're working there.
Yeah, and you work hard for the money. You can experience how to live on your own, which I think is quite important for a lot of younger people these days. Because I feel like a lot of people growing up now, they don't know what to do after they leave high school, or even when they go to college.
Very lost.
Yeah, it's a little bit different because in the States, when you go to college, you actually, some people actually leave their homes. Like they have to go to a different state. They have to live in the school. So you're kind of forced to be independent. Yeah. But in Taiwan, it's so easy to, you know, pick a school in Taipei or wherever that you live. And,
that's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I did too. But it's easy. And even if you do go to a city outside of your hometown, you can always take the train back to...
Yeah, it's not that far away.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. All right, so today we have more sentences to look at. Shall we take a look?
OK， 所以呢，我们刚刚就在讲这个 working holiday 打工度假。那我们在这个 Part B 的这个单句翻译里面呢，我们就要来看一下打工度假的一些句子的相关的翻译。那首先看到我们的第一句他说呢，打工度假这个主意呢，对 Simon 来说很吸引人，因为他认为呢，这会是个拓展他事业的好机会。
In English, it says, the idea of taking a working holiday was appealing to Simon as he thought it would be a great opportunity to broaden his horizons. All right, so, let's take a look at some of our grammar points first.
好，所以呢，我们讲说打工度假这个主意，什么样的主意？我们可以说 the idea, OK， 这个主意 of something， 后面我们可以加上，像这边是加上 VING， 或是你可以直接加上一个名词，表示说这样后面这件事情这个主意怎么样呢？这件事情对 Simon 来说是很吸引人的，非常吸引他。要表示很吸引人呢，我们可以使用这个形容词appealing。OK，appealing 呢，我们后面搭配的是介系词 to。OK， 如果说 A be appealing to B 表示呢 A 对 B 来说很有吸引力，很吸引 B。那呢我们也可以使用动词片语 appeal to， OK， 直接使用动词的形式，它呢也可以表示吸引。比方说我们可以造个例句哦 The musician's unique sound appealed to the music producer, so he offered them a record deal. OK， 那些音乐家呢很独特的嗓音哦，吸引了那位音乐制作人。因此呢，他给了他们一份唱片合约。那在这边呢，我们可以把这个 appeal to 这个动词片语呢换成 be appealing to， 使用这个形容词的用法。OK，the musician's unique sound was appealing to the music producer. OK， 对这个music producer， 对这个音乐制作人来讲呢，他们的声音非常的吸引人。OK， 我们呢可以把这个动词片语跟形容词片语来做代换。
All right, next, here we also see that this sentence uses the idea of a working holiday blah, 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 was appealing to Simon, right? And here in the next sentence, we see as he thought it would be a great opportunity. So as here can be used in the same way like the word because. Okay, so we can also exchange it with the words because or since, plus the subject plus the verb. So for example, I can say, I decided to move closer to work since my old commute took far too long. Or I decided to move closer to work because my old commute took too long. The same way can be replaced for our original sentence. We can say, the idea of taking a working holiday was appealing to Simon because he thought it would be a great opportunity.
Yes.
Or appealing to Simon since he thought it would be a great opportunity to broaden his horizons. So remember, when you're writing stuff, you don't always have to use because. You can also try to exchange it with words like as or since, as long as it makes sense.
Yes. OK， 所以呢，除了讲这个 because 表示因为之外呢，在这边例句我们是使用了 as 当做我们的这个因为的这个意思，大家呢可以把这个 because since 跟 as 这三个字来做代换，让你的这个文章里面呢不要一直同一个字一直重复的出现。那看到我们后面这边呢，为什么他想要去这个 working holiday， 想要去打工度假？因为他觉得呢这是一个拓展他视野的好机会。拓展谁的视野呢？我们可以用这个片语我们可以讲说呢是 broaden one's horizons。OK，broad 就是宽的，所以 broaden 就是让这个东西变宽，让你的这个 horizon 就是水平线了，让你的这个地平线，所以表示呢你可以看到更远的地方，看到更多的地方，就表示呢这个拓展了你的视野。那除了使用 broaden 让你扩展之外，我们也可以使用 expand 或者是 widen。OK， 这个都表示这个可以让你更宽扩展的这个意思。那除了 horizons 除了这个字之外呢，我们也可以使用 views 或是呢 perspective， 这些呢也是可以表示你的视野。OK， 我们可以造个例句了。I'm trying to broaden my perspective by talking more to people who view things differently from me. OK， 我多跟和我对事情有不同看法的人交谈，借此试着拓展我的视野。那这边呢，我们就是用这个 broaden my perspective， 你也可以用这个 expand my views， 或者是呢这个 widen my horizons。OK， 这个交叉的这个比对，交叉的这个组合呢，都是这个拓展视野的意思。
So yeah, like we were saying a while ago, going away, living in a different country in a country that you're not familiar with can actually be a good thing for you because you can learn new things.
Yes.
And we can also say it broadens your horizons.
Yes, like first time when I visit Portugal, I was there for about a year.
Wow.
As an exchange student, the first thing I was there is like everybody's drinking on the street. That's very different for me. And sure, my horizons were broadened. Yes.
That's right. All right, so let's take a look at our second sentence.
好，所以呢，看到我们第二句继续在讲这个打工度假的事情。然而事情出现转折，当他开始打工度假计划时，他难以适应他的新环境。
Next it says, however, when he started the working holiday program, he had difficulty adjusting to his new environment. Okay, of course, I think that's quite normal.
Yeah.
When you go to a new country, like you're not familiar with it. So
yeah, it takes time.
Yeah, it really takes time. So be patient, give yourself some time to adjust to your new environment. Actually, there's a really fun word we can say. Culture shock.
Culture shock.
Culture shock is when you go to a new place, you see a new culture, and you're just like, oh my God, like it's so different from me. Oh my God, they're drinking on the street, right?
Yes.
So that's something different because I know that's a part of their culture. It's very normal for them. But then for us, we don't really do that in Taiwan. So for us, that would be like a culture shock, something that's so different in our own culture. So that's why we call it a culture shock when you go to a new country and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they do this, or I can't believe it's like that. That's called culture shock.
OK, 所以呢，当你到了一个新的地方、新的环境，遇到新的文化，你遇到这个 culture shock， 意思呢就是这个文化冲击哦。可能比方说是食物跟你吃的很不一样，或者人的穿着，或者是甚至他们做事情的方法很不一样，让你觉得非常的冲击，非常的惊吓。这时候我们就可以说 culture shock， 文化冲击。那看起来我们这个主角 Simon 呢，就是遇到了这样的状况。那所以呢，跟前句哦，他本来呢是很期待要去这个打工度假，然而到了当地之后发现很难适应。这个然而呢，在我们这个文章或者要写句子的时候，我们出现了转折，我们呢就可以使用这个字 however， 它呢就是然而但是的这个意思。OK， 那除了 however 之外，我们还有哪些字可以讲呢？我们可以说这个nevertheless 或是 nonetheless， 这些字呢也都是然而但是的意思。我们可以造个例句了 Kevin doesn't like horror films. I don't like horror films either. Okay. Nevertheless, he went to see The Nun because his girlfriend asked him to go with her. Wow, that's
boyfriend of the year.
Yes. So nice of him to go to a horror film with his girlfriend. Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that's the boyfriend of the year to do something
yes.
you don't really want to do, but you do it anyways because the other person that you really care about really wants to watch it. I haven't seen this film yet, actually.
I will never see it.
I don't really want to see it as well. But it was fun. Like on Halloween, I saw a lot of people dressed up as the nun.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they do it kind of funny, but
yeah,
I don't know how I'm going to react when I see it in person. The movie in person, I mean. All right. So next, here we can see that in this sentence he says he had difficulty adjusting to his new environment. So when you have trouble doing something or you're having a tough time, when you're having difficulties, we can say have difficulty with or have trouble with. You can also say have problems with. Or I also said something else. I said have a hard time. Okay? Now, you can have a hard time doing something or you can have a hard time with a noun, with something else. So, for example, I can say, I'm having problems with my computer. It's running much slower than it used to. Okay, so here, I'm having problems with my computer. It means you have trouble with a noun. Okay, computer is a noun. Or I can say Samantha has trouble understanding math. Okay, that means Samantha has trouble doing something. I can also say Samantha has trouble with math as well. So remember, if you're using it in the noun,
yes.
Yeah, if you're using it after, like there's a noun after, you have to use with a noun. If you're just having difficulty doing something, you just have your verb and then you have it in the ing form.
Yeah, you don't need the with
exactly
when you are using VING.
So you might have difficulty understanding the language if you travel abroad, or if you have difficulty with the culture. Okay, so just be careful when you use it as a noun or as a verb.
好，所以呢，我们看到，当你这个有困难的时候，你可以说这个 have difficulty， 你对这件事情很有困难，或者 have trouble。OK，doing something 做什么事情？如果我们是使用这个 VING 的话，我们直接在这个 have difficulty 或者 have trouble 后面直接加上 VING 就好。那如果说呢，你是后面要加上一个名词，比方说你对这件事情觉得很困难，觉得有困难的话，记得我们要加上一个 with， 再加上 am。那呢，我们也可以用这个 find it hard 或者 find it difficult 的这个用法来讲说，觉得这件事情很难，意思是一样的。比方说，我们可以讲说 ，people who have just immigrated to a new country sometimes find it hard。OK， 发现这件事情很难，怎么样呢？后面我们要加上这件事情很难，要做的这件事情很难，我们要加上一个不定词 to， 再加上原形动词 ，find it hard to make friends with locals。OK， 跟当地人很难做朋友，这个是觉得什么事情很难的一个做法。那呢，在这边我们的这个例句里面呢，它是说。 Simon 呢发现他很难适应新环境，那适应这件事情我们就可以用这个 adjust 这个动词，或者是呢我们可以用 adapt 也是这个适应的意思。那 adapt 或者 adjust 呢后面我们可以加上这个谁 OK oneself OK 让他自己适应新环境 to 这个新的环境，后面呢我们可以加上名词或是动名词，注意到这边我们的这个 to 呢是一个介系词 OK It's only been a month 才过了1个月 but Bianca has already adjusted to living in the countryside OK 但是呢比安卡已经适应住在乡下，注意到这个 adjusted 后面呢我们是把这个 oneself 这个反身代名词呢给省略掉了。
All right. So yes, if you do have the chance, I think I will highly recommend people going on a working holiday program.
Yes.
I think it really changed my life.
Yeah.
As I'm pretty sure living in Portugal also changed your life too, right?
Yeah.
So overall, I think we all had very good experiences living overseas.
Yeah.
So,
in a different culture, in a different country.
Yeah, and you experience different things. You meet different people. I really loved it.
Yeah.
If I could, I would go back again. But I'm already past the age. Almost
past the age. Not yet. We still got time.
Yes. All right. So that's the end of our article for today. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And then you can use these different ways of, writing. And I hope that helps you guys out. All right. So let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Unit 8, Translation, January 11th. Compared with my older sister, who is quiet and shy, I'm more of an outgoing person. Despite our different personalities, Greta and I get along well, and I view her as my best friend. The idea of taking a working holiday was appealing to Simon, as he thought it would be a great opportunity to broaden his horizons. However, when he started the working holiday program, he had difficulty adjusting to his new environment. That's it for today. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Sam.
So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.